What's going on, everybody? Painblade back here again. Welcome to the FG for EMS Sasuke and Jugo. That's right, the event that doesn't fucking matter because I don't have the character. If you missed out on my summon video, guess what? I never put one out because it didn't record and I didn't get the character anyways on either account. So there's the results for you guys, which really sucks. Before I do this though, guys, I gotta put on the animation. I'll be right back because you know how I do this. I always play the game without turning the animation on. So we'll skip this real quick and then I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright guys? Alright guys, we're back here again. So the way we're going to do this, folks, is we're going to do stage 1 to stage 5 on this video because it's the first day, and then I will be doing M1 and M2 clear for you guys, and I'll show you the teams I'm going to be using. So for the first 5 teams, or for 5 stages, I'm going to just use whatever team because it doesn't really matter. This is my whale account, but look forward to my free-to-play account that will come out afterwards, and we'll show you the team I'm using there to clear how far we can with 221k power. And I will warn you now, the other account does not have a proper setup for a tribe special yet because it's early on, obviously, but when it does, it will dominate. Plus, not having Sai is a big factor in the free-to-play account. But for this one, it's going to be a joke. So I want to do what I want to do. If you're new watching this, I'm going to explain to you the kill order and why. And the purpose for that is, of course, you don't want to waste your turns because there are limited turns for FG. Now, for this one here specifically, the stage 1 to 3 is pretty straightforward, guys. There really won't be much to do. It's easy to kill off whoever you need to kill, but your main focus should always be Sasuke in this case because Jugo actually ends up healing himself every turn if you don't kill him, which equals wasted turns for you and more jutsus and buffs for the two of them, right? So kill off Sasuke first and then focus on Jugo last. Now, the first stage, of course, is just the two of them. Pretty straightforward. Anybody brand new can pretty much auto this. As you can see here, the AI is pretty stupid and doesn't know how to play the game properly. They should have actually ended up killing somebody first, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna just auto and I'm gonna talk. So stage 1, pretty easy. Clears it out. You have the ability to get a rare fragment plus a couple of resources, and of course having 1 fragment for Jugo and Sasuke if you have both. Even if you don't have Sasuke, guys, still do the event for the resources, especially if you have Jugo and you're brand new. He's a good character to have, specifically for his tribe, for the Abyss with Sasuke, Hebi, and Suigetsu. So you want to build that up as much as you can, and these actual fragments will help you do that, right? Because your tribe special damage will be affected by the awakening of your characters. So here we have Kabuto, Jugo, and Sasuke. Again, focus on Sasuke, kill off Kabuto, then kill off Jugo. Don't waste your time on touching Jugo here. He's got a lot of different diseases that you don't want to get near. So focus on that first and kill off Kabuto next. And as you can see here, my team is not optimal whatsoever, but every character is so damn powerful that it's just like whatever, it is what it is for the first 5 stages. Even for M1, I think I can probably auto this, but I will show you a better team for M1 and M2 because I want you guys to prepare yourself for those especially who are new on how to deal with team building in these events. Right now, this is a T and a D unit, so what's going to end up happening is, for the most part, you want to have a good tribe special that'll one-shot Jugo, so a T tribe special. In this case, we're going to probably be using Bonded by Rasen, which is Minato, any of the Narutos that are available except for KLM, and Jiraiya, the OG Jiraiya. And then you want to have good buffers around yourself and a very strong core spirit team that are A units, so you can kill Sasuke as well. Okay, so there's a couple different things you want to set up for. So there's stage 2, guys. That is complete. We're going to jump on to stage 3. So as you can see here, as we advance, the fragments now that are available stage 3 are going to be SRs, Rs, and URs finally. So you definitely want to get to at least stage 3 at the bare minimum, guys, and almost everybody should be able to do this even on day 1 or 2. So you've got 2 weeks of this event. Even if you don't have the characters, again, the resources are worth the battle. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clear this out, and in this here we have Naruto, Sakura, and Suigetsu. So you want to kill Sasuke, Naruto, Suigetsu, and then Sakura, and then lastly you want to leave Jugo for last. So that will be your kill order. So again, Sasuke, Naruto, Suigetsu, Sakura, and Jugo for last. All right, so that is the kill order here. If you have a good amount of AoE, you can probably, for the most part, if you're around 150k to 200k right now, just one-shot everything with a good AoE unit like KLM, for example. If not, just, you know, peck at them with your single targets. You've got quite a few turns here for stage 3. It's when you get to stage Master 1 and Master 2 that you only have the 5 turns. So they give you plenty of time to complete 1 through 5 because obviously newer players are joining the game and they want you to have the ability to understand how this works. So there you go, a UR frag and an SR frag. That's actually really good for stage 3. So there you go. So that's the reason why it's worth it, and especially for newer players, because those SR frags are going to go towards building your side quicker, and then the UR frags are going to help you get your URs up faster. So definitely, guys, it's worth the effort. It's very minimal amount of effort, to be quite honest, to reap a lot of rewards, right? Okay, so here we go, stage 4. Now we got Sasuke, Jugo, Guy Sensei, Orochimaru, Kakashi, and Kabuto. So your kill order will be Sasuke, Kakashi, Orochimaru, Kabuto because he heals, and then Guy, and then lastly Jugo. Okay, so that's your kill order. So yeah, kill off Sasuke first and then jump on. As you can see here, I'm not controlling the AI. They're dumb, they don't understand, but yeah, you want to kill Kakashi here. You want to get him out of the way as soon as you possibly can. I don't think there's anybody here. Actually, there is one tri special here, 2 tri specials. There's Kakashi and Guy, and Orochimaru and Kabuto. So splitting those tri specials up is not the best idea. So as a new player, if you want to peck down those units a little bit lower in health, so when they do have their turn and they perform their tribe, if you kill one of them, they lose a whole turn, giving you an extra round of DPS. All right. Keep that in mind, that is important. Also, a lot of things that are neglected for new players, focus on speed, guys. Speed, because eventually when you get up to the Master 1 and Master 2, the units actually will have speed under their belt, so you will have to outspeed them in order to beat them. So make sure you do focus on some speed. There you go, another UR frag and a rare frag, guys. So not a bad run for considering it's only stage 1 through 5. So here's the last one before we start getting to the harder content. All right, now by harder content, guys, I mean for people who are roughly in about the 400k up now, this is where you're going to start attempting to do maybe 375, even maybe even higher than that, or lower than that. I mean, you'll be attempting M1, and the way you want to do M1, guys, is if you can get up to 35% plus or 30% plus, you want to continue doing that for the resources and the fragments. Okay, that's what matters most. All right, so here we go. We got the usual two villains. I call them villains, I guess, and then we have Darui, Orochimaru, B, Shikamaru, Hinata, Suigetsu, and Blossom. So kill off B, Sasuke first, then B, then go ahead with COVID Maru because of his debuffs, then Shikamaru because of his stun and his ability to do damage reduction rate down. Then you can kill off Hinata, and then after Hinata you can do Suigetsu, then Darui, and then lastly you can kill off Blossom and Jugo last. All right, Blossom can actually go higher in the list, but you can see she's so far back in the rotation that you really don't want to focus too much on her, but she is annoying because she does do a lot of good buffs. She does tribe gauge up as well, including a heal, but she's not a necessity to kill off first. I believe that's Blossom. I swear I sometimes mistaken the regular Sakura and, with the Blossom version of her in terms of the portrait, because I don't know why. But if it is, nonetheless, the rotation doesn't change. Jugo's last, you want to kill her second last. All right, and here again, the AI is playing for me. I would have killed off Sasuke first, would have killed off B way before this, but it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and kill off everybody here with one fell swoop, and then that will end this rotation after B's dead, and I will jump on to my M1 and M2 video, and we'll talk about the team to use for both of those. Hopefully I don't have any issues, obviously, with it, but it looks pretty damn easy considering what I've seen today. There you go. All done, guys. So that is 1 to 5. We'll jump on M1 and M2 right now. Welcome back, boys and girls. So we are going to be covering M1 and M2 of the new Flashback Genealogy featuring Jugo and the new EMS Sasuke. So if you guys are not aware, I don't think I mentioned this last video, but I did not get a chance to actually record my summon video. Something messed up with OBS for some reason, and I'm having a lot of problems with it, but I can tell you this now. I did 10K and then I did 5K, so main account and then alt account, and I got nothing for either. So no one's really missing out on anything anyways, and I've already done the coverage on the anniversary and what it has to offer. So really, that video is unfortunately not available, but again, nothing really occurred. It was crap. I got nothing as usual anyway. So, but I do still want to show you guys how to do M1. So this is the team we're going to go with here, okay? So this is the infamous Chai strat that we created, like, God, I think like the first time we beat M2, which gives you the Bonded by Rasen down at the bottom here, gives you your ability to do your instant jutsus over here on Spirit, and then having Sai and your buffers on top. We're going to try this out on this one. This one should be no problem. Where it's going to really matter is going to be M2 to see if I switch KCM with regular UR Naruto to see if that makes a bigger difference in terms of damage output. But right now, this is what it looks like, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look. And the reason why this is set up this way simply is because you want KCM to give you the buffs, you want Dato to give you the buffs, and you want Sai to give you his attack up. So we're going to go ahead and focus on killing off Sasuke first, and then we're gonna do Bonded by Rasen and just kill off Jugo. The reason why you don't want to attack Jugo as well is because he heals himself, number one, and number two, if you give him enough jutsu abilities, he will actually end up healing Sasuke after you knock him, or himself if he has lower HP, right? So you want to focus on killing off Sasuke first and make him your primary target. I have seen a lot of people complete M2 today, so congratulations to those who did it, and we'll do the same here and show you guys the team. This is probably a team we'll use for M2 as well. Again, the only modification I may end up doing is the difference between having health is having KCM there instead of this UR Naruto. So that will be the only difference if I even decide to go that route. Okay, so right now we're gonna go ahead and kill off Sasuke, and then we'll just one-shot Jugo with Bonded by Rasen. Now the reason why the energy team is the way it is, guys, sorry, not the energy team, the force team is the way it is because you want their buffs, and that's all they're there for, because the next turn with Jiraiya giving that buff, the tribe up there, you actually swap out this team, and then you end up doing your tribe special to finish off this guy over here, and then the next turn you actually end up having your co-op still available. So at the end of the day, you're still having your two most powerful attacks for turn 4 and 5, giving you the ultimate damage output for these units. All right, so there you go, 13 million, M1, pretty straightforward. All right, guys, jumping into M2 now. I'll be right back. All right, boys and girls, welcome back. This is M2. I was recording, and for some reason it didn't finish, and I wanted to go back and make sure that I was still doing it, and I wasn't. So here is the 100% on M2. This is my first attempt. So I'm going to show you guys the team I used and why I used it. So let's go through that at the very least, and then you guys can alter your team accordingly. But the main key pieces are here. For me personally, was going to be Tobi. So I did remove UR Naruto. I put KCM in the bottom for his buffs. I put Tobi up here. So what you essentially want to do is you want to make sure Tobi gets his skill 2 off for the damage reduction rate on Sasuke. So it's Sasuke, BRR on, so that's Bonded by Rasen BBR on Jugo to one-shot him, of course, and then lastly you want to do co-op on Sasuke and kill him off. That is the rotation that you want to go. So it's all Sasuke's until turn 4, then it's one-shot Jugo, and then lastly you want to co-op Sasuke and finish him off. The key element here is going to be, for me personally, was having Tobi. Tobi does a lot of damage reduction rate on D units for the entire battle, plus his skill 2 does a lot of damage reduction rate on anyone that it hits for the rest of the battle. So he was probably the MVP here for this team. So that's essentially how you guys want to run that. So there you have it. That is M2. I'm going to go ahead and do my skips. And you guys can, again, alter the team however you want to use it. I do recommend getting the highest damage reduction rate you possibly can to help you out on getting Sasuke killing Jugo with one shot and then taking out Sasuke with your co-op. But the key element I do want to mention here as well too, guys, is Sasuke cannot pull off his skill 2. If he does his skill 2, it's pretty much a reset, and you essentially want to stun on your second jutsu, which is going to be your spirit team. And the reason why I want to stun that is because with this team, if he pulls off his jutsu early on, he gets insane guard rate as well as guard damage reduction rate, which makes it a lot harder to kill either of the units. So definitely get a stun on the second, get Tobi's skill 2 up, and then from there it's just smooth sailing. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk soon.